Royalties. Welcome to yet another video. My name is Hanagandete. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for stepping by. This is a platform where we do all things wellness. This is a theme series that I'm working on called Parent-Child Support. This is a platform where I help parents to build strong and resilient relationships with their children. I do this work based on my educational background and my experiential knowledge. I combine the two and the mistakes that I've done and managed to correct. I take all those experiences into this platform so that I can empower and help other parents as they also navigate their parenthood. So I'm still on the topic called solid parenting tips that work across different ages. We spoke about connection and communication. We spoke about discipline and boundaries. So today, now we're going to be speaking about emotional well-being. We know Royalties, it is very much important to pay attention to our emotional well-being. And as we take care of our emotional well-being as parents, we also learn to take care of our children's emotional well-being or the emotional well-being of people around us. So as we speak about your children's emotional well-being, these are the 3 pointers that we will be speaking on based on this topic on this video. Number 1, it's name emotions. Number 2, model calm. Number 3, which is the last one, repair after rupture. Let's quickly go to the first one. Name emotions. Help them build a feeling vocabulary. Help your children to build a feeling vocabulary. This is the list of vocabulary that I use for explaining how am I feeling. So the second one says model calm. They copy how you handle stress. Whichever way you handle stress, they will copy and they will use the same way to handle their own stress. The last one, it's repair after rupture. This is when you fix what you've done wrong as a parent. So let's go to the first one. The first point says name emotion. Help them build a feeling vocabulary. This is when you help your child to explain how they're feeling. If they're mad, they need to say, I am mad. And this is what I'm feeling. When I'm mad, I feel like throwing myself down on the floor, or I feel like screaming. They must understand what is it that happens inside of them when they are mad. So they need to know, when I'm feeling like this, I'm mad. When I'm feeling like this, I'm frustrated. When I am feeling like this, I'm sad or I'm disappointed. They need to understand, this is how I'm feeling, therefore it means I'm excited. This is how I'm feeling, therefore it means I'm frustrated. This is how I'm feeling, therefore it means I'm happy. They need to build that vocabulary list and attach their feelings to the vocab they've chosen. I hope that makes sense. So we need to help them to build that vocabulary list. This is how I feel right now, and so I know I'm sad. I know I'm excited. I feel like jumping on the bed. I feel like running all around the house because I'm excited. How to help your child is, maybe let's say your child got their report from school, or you went and collected the reports and they were left behind at home. Then you come back, you give them the reports. Already you've seen the reports as a parent. So they take the reports, they look at it, and they just start screaming and running all around the house and jumping on the couch or on the bed. And then you're going to ask your child, how are you feeling? They're going to say, oh, I'm so excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. You are trying to show them you are doing this because you are excited. You are running around and screaming because you are excited. You are helping them to connect what they are doing to how they are feeling. Royalties. So we need to keep on asking those questions. How are you feeling right now? Let's say your child is sad for whatever reason. They start throwing something down, or maybe whatever they have on their hand, they throw it down and they start rolling down, they start crying. You're gonna ask your child, why are you throwing this thing down? Although you know as a parent they're throwing it down because they're frustrated or angry, you're gonna ask so that you're gonna hear from the child, why are you throwing this thing down? Then they will tell you, I'm sad or I'm angry because so and so did this, and so you want to emphasize to them, you are doing this because this is how you are feeling. That means you are not expected to just do these things and there's no reason. No one did anything wrong to you and you're just throwing things around. Then that means you are being defiant or you are being disrespectful. If you do these things and there's no particular reason, then you're being disrespectful. So that's when, back to the boundaries, royalties, when you set those rules, you must also discuss ukuthi how what is the right way of expressing the feeling. Now you are drawing the vocabulary list with your child. You are helping them to attach what they are feeling to what they are doing. Also, it is important on those rules and boundaries, you need to discuss how far can a person go when they are angry. Yes, we understand you are angry, but this and this and this is out of line. You are not supposed to do all these things because you were angry. So as you build that vocab with them, you also need to discuss those things with how far. Also, boundaries must be set around emotions and feelings. Just because you were this angry, what you said was wrong. You are not supposed to say that thing. It is unjustifiable. You cannot justify it. It was wrong. Whether you were angry or you were excited or whatever you were feeling, this was too much. You are not supposed to speak like this, or you're not supposed to do this. So this will help royalties a lot. So the second one says, model calm. Model what you want your children to see. Whatever you do when you are angry, when you are in your feelings, it's exactly the same thing your children will do when they are angry. So you cannot tell your child, no matter how angry you are not supposed to hit your brother or your sister. You must come to me as a parent, come to mom, come to dad, explain what happened. Then mom or dad will discipline your brother or your sister. You are not a disciplinarian in this family. You are not allowed to discipline other children because you are also a child yourself. Bring those things to us. We're gonna see how we discipline the person who's supposed to be disciplined. So that is you teaching the child to see they must not be prompted by emotions and react. They must look at what happened and know what to do. What to do is to go to report to the adult person who's at the home. So this will also help you, when you are upset or angry, you must not just react just because it's a child. You clap your child because you were angry. You clap her, or you swear at the child, or you do something that is outrageous, that is above normal. So as I said, you also discuss this is how this is how far they can go. Even if they're angry or excited, they cannot cross beyond this boundary. This will also help you now as a parent. You need to know you've got boundaries. Just because you are sad, there are things you cannot do or you cannot justify doing just because you were sad. If there is that rule for the children, same goes for the parents. We also need to know our boundaries. No matter how angry you were, no matter how excited you were, some things are not allowed. You are not allowed to do those things for the betterment of the family and the system that we are running in the home. So yeah, we need to model what we want our children to learn, and we need to be calm always. We must not be pushed by emotions, because royalties guaranteed emotions are unrealistic. They fluctuate. Today you are so excited. Before the end of the day, you are sad, you are angry. Next morning you wake up, you are all over you excited. You are, feelings are not consistent. So you cannot do things just because you are feeling angry or you are feeling frustrated. Then you did this thing. What is going to happen when you are no more angry? You are no more frustrated. This person is here in front of you. What are you going to do? So we need to teach those things to our children and also model those things to our children. So the last one says repair after rupture. That means you want to have a system as a parent. How do you come back from something that you've done and it was not right? You modeled something in a bad way. Let's say your child maybe was screaming and doing something that they were not supposed to do, and you yell at them in a way that you also feel bad after some time. When you think about it, you say, ish, this was too much. I was not supposed to yell to this child like this, or I was not supposed to beat her, or I was not supposed to speak like this. Now this is repair after rupture. You've made a rupture and now you want to repair. You want to fix what you have done. It is very much important, Royalties, that we fix what we've done wrong. Let our children see us fixing what we have done wrong. It teaches them ukuthi, okay, it's possible that you will cross the boundary, you will do something that you're not supposed to do, or you will say things that you're not supposed to say. What are you going to do about it? They will learn from us. Let's say you did something, you yelled at your child in a way that was not equivalent to what they've done, you went over the top. Let your child see you coming back to them and saying, my child, I'm sorry, I've come to apologize. I realized, Guti, I yelled at you yesterday. Maybe it was not even your fault. I was supposed to discipline the other child, but I thought it was your fault. It was wrong of me. I was not supposed to make you get punished for something that it was not your problem, or was not your mistake. Or maybe it was that child who did that, but the way I handled my emotions, the way I disciplined you, the way I spoke, what I did, I'm sorry, I was not supposed to do that. That is repair after rupture. That is you taking accountability and responsibility, and as a parent coming back to your child and asking for forgiveness. It is a good thing, and it is also teaching them ukuthi, if dad can come back to me and say I'm sorry, I can also do that to my mom or to my dad or to my siblings or to someone at school, my teachers, whoever I come across. Whenever I've done something that I'm not proud of, it is also a good thing to come back and say I am sorry. you know yeah, that is very much important, Royalties. Thank you very much. This brings us to the end of this video. I hope you like the content. Comment and subscribe. I will see you after this one. Bye bye.